Croeso Pub to the games on the £20 PSN sale. I hope you had a great Christmas and New Year, and you've got some money left over to buy some games, because I've looked through this sale, and there's some really cool games for you to play, and save tons of money as well. So don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss a good deal again. You're welcome here anytime. Okay, this sale ends on the 1st of February, so that'll be your last day to pick up these deals. Let's look at the games. First up is Deus Ex Mankind Divided Digital Deluxe Edition. This game was released in 2016, so it's 7 years old, and is on an 85% discount for the low price of £5.24, which is a really good price, especially as this edition includes £12 worth of DLC, including 2 full story expansions, some weapons, items, and boosters as well, so you get a lot of extra content for your money, which is cool. In this FPS RPG, set in 2029, where mechanically augmented humans have been deemed outcasts and segregated, Adam Jensen returns to a world that despises his kind, augmenting his body with new abilities in a story where your decisions change the outcome. This series belongs to a legendary gaming series, and this reboot was really good. People loved it, and they got really great reviews, and a lot of people loved these games. And for good reason, they're really great games. So if you like first-person shooters, especially ones with RPG elements, you should definitely take a look at this. You'll really enjoy it. It's definitely better than Cyberpunk, that's for sure. And hey, if you've never played a game like this before, this is a really good one to start with. It's a great AAA game at a really good price, with a load of extra content included. You can't go far wrong really. If you're in any way interested, why not take a look at it? It might be the best decision you make this week. We have a story-driven adventure next, Dreamfall Chapters. It was released in 2017, so it's 6 years old, and it's on an 80% discount for the price of £3.19, which is really good, as this version includes all 5 episodes of the game, with improved graphics and an extended soundtrack, now with 48 tracks to listen to. So you're getting the best version of the game, and the complete version as well, which is great. In this story-driven adventure, you get to experience a story set across 3 worlds in over 50 locations, as a coma patient trying to awaken from your slumber. It promises a deep and emotional story, with multiple decision paths and endings, with devastating consequences to your actions. A lot of games promise this, and I haven't played this one, so I don't know how well it delivers on it. But hey, there's not a lot of examples of this game genre, and this looks like a pretty decent one, at a really good price. So if you're a fan of games made by Telltale, or the Life is Strange series, then you'll probably really enjoy this game, so you might want to check it out if that sounds great to you. And hey, if you've never played a game genre like this before, then you could take a look at this, but you could also pick up Telltale games or Life is Strange games at roughly the same price, and they're much more well proven. And I'd probably recommend you do that instead, so why not subscribe and you won't miss them when they come on sale next. I hope you're not bored of zombies. Dying Light Definitive Edition is our next game. It was released in 2017, so it's 6 years old, and is on an 80% discount for the price of £9.59, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal, as this edition includes all of the content of the 4 DLC packs and 22 bundles, plus improved visuals and a better view distance for PS5 as well. So you're getting the complete version of this game, and some cool improvements as well if you've got a PS5, so you're getting the best version you possibly can, which is really good. In this first-person open-world survival game, you get to roam a city devastated by a mysterious epidemic, where you run and climb through the city, scavenging supplies, crafting weapons, and fighting hordes of flesh-hungry zombies, especially at night, where the zombie strength grows and the nocturnal threats emerge as well. So night can be a really dangerous place in these games, and pretty scary as well. This game has a ton of good reviews, and a load of people love it, and this is a really good version of the game with a ton of extra content included for the complete experience. It's a great game with a really good deal and a ton of content, so if you like zombie games or open world survival games, you might want to check this out. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun if you do. And hey, if you've never played a game like this before, this is a really good one at a really good price, so it's not a bad place to start. You might be able to get some cheaper, but they won't have as much content as this game has. So if you've been waiting to get in on this genre, this isn't a bad time to start. So if you're interested, definitely take a look. I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. Next up, we have My Time at Portia Deluxe Edition. This game was released in 2019, so it's 4 years old, and it's on a 75% discount for the low price of £6.24, which is really good, especially as this edition includes the Housewarming Bundle with an exclusive outfit, exclusive furniture, in-game currency, and consumables to help you settle in your new home, which is really good. It's not a massive amount of content, but it's nice to have for free. No complaints here. In this life sim, you get to start a new life in the town of Portia by restoring your dad's neglected workshop back to its former glory. It features missions, resource gathering, crafting, automation, plant and animal farming, decorating, combat, dating, and more. So this is basically a Harvest Moon ripoff with third person and better graphics, which sounds awesome if you're a fan of Harvest Moon. If that sounds good to you, why not check it out? I'm sure you'll have tons of fun with this game. And if you've never played a Harvest Moon type game before, then this looks amazing. I would definitely recommend taking a look at it. If you like Minecraft and those sorts of games, I'm sure you'll really enjoy it and love it. This game really appeals to me and I'll probably pick it up myself at some point. Definitely worth checking out for anyone that likes crafting, built-in exploration games. You'll have a lot of fun, I promise. We have a puzzle game next, Neon Wall. It was released in 2018, so it's 5 years old, and it's on a 75% discount for the low price of £1.99, which is dirt cheap and really good. In this game, which is Move Controller compatible, you must try and escape from Neon Wall by overcoming challenge and puzzle levels, focusing on a combination of skill, concentration, and precision to succeed. It features over 50 levels, runner, puzzle, and time trial modes, and it's also fully playable in VR as well. So if you've got a PSVR headset, you'll get a lot more out of this game than if you didn't. So if you like the idea of a puzzle game, where you have time trial modes that will give you a lot of replayability, or you've got a PSVR headset, you should definitely take a look at this. I think you'll really enjoy it. And if you've never played a puzzle game like this before, then at this price, you should take a look at it. It looks really good, and I think you'll really enjoy yourself. Why not give it a chance? We have an amazing RPG next, Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom The Prince's Edition. It was released in 2018, so it's 5 years old, and it's on an 85% discount for the price of £10.49, which is great, especially as this edition includes 2 full story expansions, and the Prince's Equipment package as well, for some nice extras. So again, the full complete edition of the game, with some little extras as well, which is pretty cool. This is a traditional JRPG, where you get to play as King Evan, as he embarks on an epic quest to found a new kingdom, unite his world, and save his people from a terrible evil. It features a stunning art style by the legendary artist Yoshiyuki Momose, and a soundtrack by Joe Hisashi as well. So if you're a fan of anime, you'll love the aesthetics of this game. The graphics and style are amazing. Just like the first game, you won't forget them in a hurry. But this isn't a shallow experience, it's a really awesome JRPG from a top flight studio that really know what they're doing, and it's not strictly a sequel to the first game either, so if you haven't played it, you can play this one and you won't be missing out on a lot of stuff, so don't worry too much about that. The long and short of it is, if you like JRPGs and you really like the cool aesthetic of this game, then just buy it. You'll have a lot of fun and a really good time in general. I think it's a really cool JRPG, and I think it's a bit underrated. If you like JRPGs, do yourself a favour and take a look at it. It might just be the best game you've played in ages. And hey, if you've never played a JRPG before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting here. This is a really good one, but the price is a bit higher than you can get some others for. So I'd say probably take a look around, or wait for another sale, because you can get some real AAA JRPGs for nearly a quarter of the price for this game. So like I said, why not take a look around? And if you don't have the time to look around, then subscribe, and you won't miss them when they go on sale. Next up is my star buy, Pathfinder Kingmaker Definitive Edition. It was released in 2020, so it's only 3 years old, and it's on an 80% discount for the low price of £6.99, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal, as this edition includes new game features and 6 DLCs. Yep, you heard it, 6. That's a ton of extra content for your money. This RPG is based on the acclaimed Pathfinder series, where you get to explore and conquer with your party in the stolen lands of Golarion, a world rich in history, mystery, and conflict. The game features real-time combat, and the ability to switch it to turn-based strategy if you prefer that too, which is really unique and cool. I've never seen that before, and it's an awesome feature. It also includes character customization, 12 companions to play alongside, kingdom building, land conquering, and management as well. So there's much more to this game than just an RPG. There's tons of extra features and game modes, and there's a lot to keep you busy, which is really cool, unique, and great. It looks like a totally awesome game. I'm surprised I haven't heard more about it, to be honest. So if you're a Pathfinder fan, or you're a fan of RPGs with a ton of features and extras included, then why not take a look at this game? It looks like a really cool game with a ton of content that'll keep you busy for ages. Well worth taking a look at. And hey, if you haven't played an RPG before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting with this one. It's a really good one with a lot of content at a good price, but because it's so unique and different, it's not exactly typical of the genre, so maybe you might want to start with something a bit more generic instead, and then try the really cool unique ones like this. Anyway, it's up to you, you can always override me if you want. So if you like the sound of it, then why not take a look? Otherwise subscribe, and I'll help you find something else in the next sale. We have a beat 'em up next, Redeemer Enhanced Edition. It was released in 2019, so it's 4 years old, and it's on a 90% discount for the low price of £1.29, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a dirt cheap price. And this Enhanced Edition even includes new content, balancing, and 2-player local co-op as well. So you're even getting the best version of this game, with some new features added as well, which is really cool. In this beat 'em up, Vasily led a life of crime and murder, but now all he wants is to live peacefully at a monastery. But his old enemies simply won't allow this. It features brutal and bloody action to deal with the numerous enemies sent to end your retirement. So if you're a fan of old school beat 'em ups, or you just like action games, you'll really enjoy this game, so why not take a look at it? And if you've never played a game like this before, then I'm not sure I would recommend it. You can definitely get better deals on some other similar games, so why not subscribe so you don't miss out when they come on sale. But for now, take a look around at some other games instead. Next up, we have Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. It was released in 2014, so it's 9 years old, and it's on an 85% discount for the low price of £3.74, which is fantastic, as this remastered edition includes 24 DLC, with the expansion Year of the Snake, which is a Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon ripoff, which is really cool, and a horror-themed expansion Nightmare in the North Point, which is basically a zombie attack on the city, which is awesome. As you get in the complete version of the game, with a ton of really good content included which will keep you playing for ages. It's a really good addition. You can't ask for any more. This game is an open world action, set in Hong Kong where you play a cop that goes undercover in the Triad Group Sung On Yi organization, climbing through the ranks to get enough information to take them down once and for all. It features a really awesome martial arts combat system and loads of mini games as well. It's basically GTA Hong Kong, but without the online mode that nickel and dimes you for everything. So if you like GTA and you're looking for another game like that, you'll really like this. It's got a much better combat system, the gunplay's amazing, the driving's really good, and it's got a lot of fun content included, as well as a really cool car with built-in machine guns and rocket launchers and all sorts of stuff. It's just a really fun, cool game. I played it recently and really loved it. If you like any of what I said, take a look at it. And the final game I have for you is WRC 9 Deluxe Edition FIA World Rally Championship. It was released in 2020, so it's 3 years old, and it's on an 85% discount for the price of £8.69, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really good deal, especially as this edition includes the 1999 Toyota Corolla and the Barcelona Super Special Stage as well, so you're getting some decent extra content included, which is really good. This rally game is full of official WRC content, and you get to race with the benchmark of realistic racing physics, with even more content than ever before. It features new rallies in Kenya, Japan, and New Zealand, plus custom club leagues, and online 8-player multiplayer as well, which is a lot of extra content for this edition. It makes it really worth your while if you like these games. So if you're a fan of the WRC, or you really like rally games, you should definitely take a look at this. It's the official series, so you get all of the real content. Plus it seems like they've put a lot of effort into this version, adding a lot of extra locations and content, which is really good. So if you really like the sound of what I'm saying, definitely take a look at it. You'll really enjoy it. And hey, if you've never played a rally game before, then I don't think I'd recommend this game. It's really good, but you can get cheaper ones from other series, or even from the same series if you buy older ones as well, which are well worth the money at that price. So if you're not sure, or you don't mind playing the older ones, take a look around, you can find some really good deals. And that's all the games I have for the Games Under £20 PSN sale. Hey, if you're still here at this point, I'm assuming you're the sort of viewer that really likes the channel, so you hang around just in case I have something to say at the end. Well, I've just got a new job, so that means I'm not sure what's happening with this channel. I can still do the channel, but it means I'll take up a lot of my free time, and it may even cut into some of my money earnings, so I'm not sure at the moment. In any case, for now I'm going to carry on doing it, and then we'll see how it goes. If it picks up and takes off, maybe I'll keep on doing it, or swap my job for this instead. But for anyone that's interested, I'm just letting you know I'm not sure what's happening with the channel right now. It's on a maybe for the indefinite future. And then we'll go from there. But hey, I'd like to keep it going if possible, so let's see what happens. Anyway, what did you think of the games I picked? Did I pick good ones or did I pick bad ones? And what about the Star Boy? Did it deserve it, or should some other game have got it instead? Leave all your complaints down in the comments, and we can talk about it later. Anyway, I hope you guys found some games you're interested in, but more importantly, I hope you guys saved a lot of money. I'll see you in the next sale. Au revoir.